Hey, welcome back to the Mud and Marble channel. I'm so excited. Today we are going to chat and I'm going to talk about the things that you need to remember when analyzing a real estate deal. And so these are sometimes expenses that you may forget. And it's really important because this is going to be sometimes a differentiator between whether you should buy a flip or not buy a flip. And we're going to talk specifically about flips today. So of course you have your purchase price of your home, you have the general rehab cost, you know those things come pretty quickly. But there are some other expenses that you really need to take into account, and we're gonna talk through what those are right now. Okay, so number one is the closing cost on the buy side. Generally, this is about $1,500, and this is something that is often left out. So don't forget the closing cost of actually purchasing the home, an additional about $1,500 there. Number two is generally you're going to be using some sort of hard money lender. So you're going to be cash flowing the renovation, the purchase of the home by using somebody else's money. And that costs you money. And so don't forget that during the duration of the time that you are using the hard money lending, you are going to have interest payments that you have to account for every month. Generally for us in our flipping schedule, we try to keep a house for 4 months on average. And so that means that there's going to be 4 months of interest that need to be paid to the hard money lender. Third is property taxes. So of course you will need to remember that while you own the property, because you are owning the property in the process of flipping it, you need to pay property taxes. Another one is you need to be making sure that you are accounting for property insurance. So generally on those two, we estimate 4 months again. This is obviously going to vary depending on the length that you have as you are working through the flip. So if the flip's longer and it's going to take a year, that's 12 months of property tax and insurance. If it's kind of what we try to do on average of about 4 months, then we allocate and estimate 4 months of property tax and insurance. And last, this one's a doozy. If you forget this one, it's really gonna be painful. So listen up. The last one is all that 8% closing costs. So why 8%? So 8% goes 3% to the listing agent, 3% to the buying agent, and then we leave 2% for closing costs. And generally what we kind of enclose into closing costs are obviously the paperwork and all that stuff, but then also making sure that you have money set aside for minor repairs that come back on your inspection report. So let's run through those really quick one more time. You've got closing costs on the buy side, you've got your hard money lending interest money, you've got property and insurance tax, and you've got the 8% closing costs on the end. Okay, thanks so much. I hope that this is really helpful for you as you're analyzing deals, as you're getting into flipping. And don't forget to grab the free guide below on really helping you as you grow your real estate empire. Cheers for now.